Hey guys, ozjgames here. Welcome to a game played against the Maximum Engine on chess.com and Stockfish. This was a crazy game because, they're like the two best chess engines. And if you're wondering, Maximum Engine is white and Stockfish is black. And you might also have not noticed, but I have a nice Gotham chess setup going on here. But yeah, without further ado, let's start the game. So, Maximum Engine, who's white, like I said, plays the most common opening, e4. Oh, sorry, I'm not clicked. Plays the most common opening, e4. And then Stockfish plays the most common response to e4, e5. And then Maximum Engine plays the most common response to e5, knight to f3. And then Stockfish plays the most common response to knight to f3, knight to c6. So already a very common game. And then the Maximum Engine moves his bishop to b5 for the Roy Lopez opening. And then Stockfish gets a piece developed too with knight to f6, attacking the e4 pawn. So Maximum Engine protects it with pawn to d3. But he didn't get a turn to develop, so now Stockfish gets to have more developed pieces with bishop to c5. All of his pieces are getting developed now. And Maximum Engine still doesn't care about developing as much. He castles. So then Stockfish offers a knight trade, and Maximum Engine accepts. So then he takes, and then he takes with the bishop. And then the Maximum Engine doesn't want that bishop here anymore, so he kicks him back to where he was before, b6. And then Maximum Engine just pushes his pawn to d4. And Stockfish castles. And Maximum Engine takes that pawn right there, but Stockfish plays the brilliant move of knight to e4. I don't know why it just shows me what that move is, but brilliant, I guess. And then Maximum Engine offers a knight trade with knight to d2, and he declines but protects his knight because he doesn't want to lose his knight. But he still knight trades, and he takes back. And then this reminds me actually of the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Gambit where the queen goes, but you don't lose your queen in this case, it's just a queen trade. And then Maximum Engine moves his bishop a little closer to home with c4. And then Stockfish just pushes his a-pawn. And then Maximum Engine is equally developed now. And there's not really a best move for Stockfish, so he just pushes the pawn to a4. And then Maximum Engine starts pushing the h-pawn, actually. And Stockfish here actually plays an inaccuracy, knight to e6. When I first saw this, I didn't know why, but it was because if they said yes to the bishop trade, then you have double pawns, which is not good. And then Maximum Engine gets his rook closer to the other rook, which is bad for Stockfish. So Stockfish just pushes that pawn. And since he doesn't want that pawn to get queen, he just traps that pawn in there. With pawn to b3. And then Stockfish pushes the other pawn he had going to e3. And he takes with the bishop, and then they bishop trade. Which that bishop taken with the bishop was actually a brilliant move. And then the bishop trade and stuff. And now Stockfish has, even though Stockfish is down one, he has a better position because his rook is in the defenses of Maximum Engine. And then Maximum Engine plays the brilliant move of rook to f2, offering a rook trade. And Stockfish is like, no, but I'll double my rooks on the file, which now Stockfish, even though he's down, he's winning now. Because doubled rooks is very good. And then Maximum Engine plays the inaccuracy of pawn to c4. And then Stockfish pushes his h-pawn. And then Maximum Engine plays another inaccuracy two inaccuracies in a row. Rook to a2. Because now if he takes, then he takes back. Then, I don't know why that was an accuracy actually. But Stockfish starts to run the king. And then Maxim Engine tries to have a stare off. And the king's like, I don't want to anymore. And then the Maxim Engine pushes its pawn, which is another inaccuracy. And then Stockfish moves his rook there, so trapping the king off. And the king goes to hide away. And then Stockfish moves his rook back here. I don't know why. And then White plays another. Maxim Engine plays another inaccuracy, checking him. He plays another inaccuracy to king to f3. And then Stockfish plays the legendary move of bishop to b3, because if they rook to b3, because if they rook trade, then the pawn will get queened. And he's like, no, but you can rook trade, but you can trade me back here, and he does. Take. And then Stockfish pushes another pawn, and Max Engine's trying to get their kings closer. But then Stockfish has another brilliant move, pawn to g5, trapping the kings, getting the king a little unsafe. And then Maxim Engine plays another inaccuracy, king to g2. And the king's getting closer, the white king's getting trapped. The white king just hides behind his pawn. But then he pushes, and then they pawn trade. And then they keep standing off, keep getting standoff. Loses a pawn. So now they're at equal material. And now he checked him, and now he runs in front, and they run in front. And then Stockfish was another brilliant move. Pawn to b6. And now the white king is just trying to run. And Stockfish is another brilliant move. King to f4. He's playing so many brilliants, and white is making so many inaccuracies. And the white just pushes. Then he takes, and then white pushes again, and then he takes, and then he forks the two pawns. And he takes that pawn, so he takes that, he has to, and then he moves there. And then white makes the stupidest move right now. Takes. And the king just starts running away because he gets a queen. And so the king is just trying to hide there, but he's getting closed in by the two pieces. He lost all his pieces. And do you see the maiden one? There is a maiden one for Stockfish right now. Do you see it? I'll give you two things. There's a stalemate for Stockfish, and there's a maiden one for Stockfish. So what Stockfish plays in the game, of course, is maiden one. But the stalemate right here was actually this move. Because literally, the king can't go anywhere. That's just stalemate. But of course, what Stockfish actually plays is maiden one, since he's the best chess bot of all time. And it makes sense, because Stockfish has an ELO of 3,500, and Maximum Engine only has an ELO of 3,200. So, a couple hundreds always make a difference. And yeah, that was the game between them. But, bonus round. I have a bonus thing that I'm going to put in this video. Me playing a 10-minute chess game online. Oh no. Fix my borders a little bit. There we go. I fixed it. So now it's just me playing a normal chess game. So I'll start with classic opening e4. There's final e5. Simple again. And then I'll my knight there. I don't play what they played. Interesting. I play the Italian though, because there's a nice Italian trap. Because if you go right there and they don't see it, that actually forks the oh, he castles. He sees it. And I'll be winners. I need to attack that knight somehow. He's stopping me from mating in one. I'll just kick him somehow. I don't know. Let's get my knight back down here. Goes right here. Interesting. Um, is he gonna move his knight yet? Like, bro, that's like a free pawn. Like, I'm not even capping, bro. It's a free pawn. I'm not even capping. No, that was probably not the smartest move, but can't all be with. Okay, that was all for today.